The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They run up the gut with Kelly, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 22 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
Being chased out left.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 65 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Long here.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On first down, Willis.
They'll roll him out right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down.
Willis.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw over the middle, take it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The Bills had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Kelly will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Lawrence. They will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. First and 10, Willis. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Willis
sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Malik Willis,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Lawrence will throw.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the score.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On third down, Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
To throw, here's Willis.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And he comes back with one complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That is caught by Thielen.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Lawrence.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give. This is Kelly. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Kelly on the counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On 2nd down and 4. Willis setting up the screen to Kelly. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Flush to his right.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with it. It's Kelly.
In on the stop, Asazi Atomewo.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Willis on a bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the carry is Kelly, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Willis.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Kelly to try to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive. They help themselves out.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed in a tight game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. This is Kelly. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Here's Willis. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence
steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball.